Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to talk to you about the ATP Cup. It's a brand new format the ATP is experimenting with and introducing. Lately, for instance, the Labour Cup had a big success. They also changed the other team competition, the Davis Cup, at the year end. They have all the final nations represented in the Davis Cup being present at the very same location, and all the ties are being played out. So this is a little bit of a new format, a similar format to the Davis Cup, with the exception that there are no pre-qualifying stages. So the first 24 countries represented by their respective players who have a particular world ranking. The entry to the ATP Cup is based on this particular world ranking. So for instance, if you have Rafa Nadal as world number 1, Spain is guaranteed automatic qualification. Novak Djokovic is world number 2, so Serbia is guaranteed automatic qualification since Djokovic is representing Serbia. World number 3 is Roger Federer, but he's going to be absent, so Switzerland is not going to take part in the ATP Cup. However, he's the only really big name which is absent. Djokovic, Nadal, team, Tsitsipas, Medvedev, Sasha Zverev, they're all going to be there at the ATP Cup. So if we look a little bit at the numbers, we see the investment on the ATP Cup is quite heavy. So the cities where it's going to be played is Brisbane, Perth and Sydney. There are 700 ATP points given to the winner, so that's quite a relatively large number of points. It's somewhere between the ATP 500 and the Masters 1000s, so quite consistent. 24 countries are allowed to take part. As I said, the qualification is based on the ranking. Inside a team of a country, the minimum number of players has to be 3 and the maximum is 5. Every team is going to play at least 3 ties during the group stages. And the final 8, meaning the quarters, and then the semis, and then the finals, that's going to be played in Sydney. We already have the groups set up, so we have the 24 nations divided in 6 different groups. In Group A we have Serbia, France, South Africa, Chile. Then we have in Group B Spain, Japan, Georgia, Uruguay. In Group C we have Belgium, Great Britain, Bulgaria and Moldova. Group D is Russia, Italy, United States and Norway. Group E we have Austria, Croatia, Argentina and Poland. Group F is Germany, Greece, Canada and Australia. As you can see, we already have the representation of the countries. We have at least 3 confirmed players. That's the status of today. That still might vary and change up to the starting point of the ATP Cup. I'm gonna not read through all the names, but as you can see, as I said before, we have big names present like Djokovic, Nadal, Medvedev, Thiem, Nishikori, Tsitsipas, Zverev. They're all present and they're going to be part of the ATP Cup. It's going to be interesting at some times because we have also players from Chile, for instance, or Norway. Lucas Hellum, for instance, or Alejandro Tabilo, they are outside of the top 1000. So matchups sometimes are going to be quite interesting, I think. So another good news is we already have the matches which are planned so far and the dates. As I said, the 6 first days are already set. And these are the countries starting with January 3rd to January 8th, where matches are going to take place and which country is going to take on which country. So as you can see, for instance, in Brisbane on day 1, Greece is going to play Canada, Germany is going to play Australia. In Perth, USA plays Norway, Russia plays Italy, Sydney, Then you have Belgium against Moldova and Bulgaria against Great Britain. And so on, and so on January 4th, the 5th, till the 8th. The match is already pre-scheduled. We don't have the confirmation on the doubles matches yet. So every tie is going to consist of 3 matches, 2 singles and 1 double. We have the setup on the singles matches, but no confirmation on the doubles, which pairing is going to be released, so to say, by the respective country. So I've highlighted a little bit the matches which I think are going to be really fun to watch, sort of popcorn matches on day 1. Isner Ruud, Medvedev, Fognini, Tsitsipas against Shapovalov, then Struff against Nick Kyrgios, and Zverev against Alex de Minaur. The German-Australian tie is probably going to be a cracker. So looking at day 2, I've highlighted only 2 matches on this day. However, the potentially other matches which are going to be quite interesting, like the Schwarzman-Hurkacz match as well, Dominic Thiem, Borna Coric. But the biggest feature matches of the day are probably going to be Nadal against Basilashvili and Djokovic against Kevin Anderson. Moving on to the next day. So the matches I've highlighted for this day are Goffin playing Dan Evans from Great Britain, so Belgium plays Great Britain. Medvedev against John Isner, so Russia, USA. Canada against Australia, Shapovalov, Alex de Minaur, the 2 promising next-gen players clashing. And then we have Alex Zverev, Stefanos Tsitsipas. There is a little bit of history going on between these 2 players, so that should be an interesting one. So on day 4 I highlighted 3 matches: Nishikori against Basilashvili, Nadal against Cuevas, and Djokovic against Monfils. On day 5 it's Goffin Dimitrov. This is a repeat of the 2017's ATP Finals final. Then Zverev, Shapovalov, 2 next-gen players, and Stefanos Tsitsipas against Alex de Minaur, Greece taking on Australia. And on the last day of the group stages, we have Nadal playing Nishikori, something which is supposed to be interesting, and then Gael Monfils playing Kevin Anderson. That should be also an interesting one. So this wraps up the first video on the ATP Cup. In case there are any questions you might have or something is not clear, please let me know. Comment below, who do you think is going to win the ATP Cup. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for joining and watching, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks and see you next time.